Competency models have been variously hailed as the savior to a company's HR system or vilified as a resource-intensive effort with no big payoff. Our goal is to introduce you to the concept of competency modeling, provide some resources where you can make further investigation, engage you in a discussion of topics related to competency models, and let you make your own determination as to the value and efficacy of competency models. In this short introduction, we will provide you with a definition of competency models. Next, you will hear a brief profile of 3 different approaches to competency model development, and then we will talk a bit about benefits, uses, and pros and cons. Since their formal introduction in 1973, competency models have been used across the spectrum of the human resource landscape, from employee selection and development to performance management and succession planning. Competency models are, in essence, a system for defining the knowledge, skills, and behaviors that enable an individual to perform at the highest level in their job. When it comes to acquiring a competency model to use in your organization, there are 3 basic approaches. In the borrowed approach, you take an already developed competency model and apply the elements that fit within your organization. This approach obviously has no strategic intent based on your organizational structure or business objectives. As generic as this approach is, some organizations may find it useful. The borrowed and tailored approach gives you the advantage of acquiring an already developed competency model which you then modify or tailor to fit the needs of your organization. The tailored approach is one that is totally designed and built for your organization. This approach will be explained more fully. These elements that you're seeing now reflect the methodology for creating a tailored competency model as outlined in the book Achieving the Perfect Fit: How to Win with the Right People in the Right Jobs by Nick Bolter et al. You can see that when you build a competency model from the ground up, it is going to be very time and resource intensive. There are many factors to consider, analyze, and validate as part of your process. This will, however, result in a model that is tuned perfectly to your organization. As a result, you will also create the ongoing responsibility of maintaining your competency model to keep it aligned with your business objectives. When a competency model is properly applied, it will be beneficial for instructional design, performance appraisal, employee development, and succession planning. As is the case with most tools, there are arguments for and against using them in your organization. Arguments in support of competency models would reflect that they provide a systematic methodology for tying together the various elements of employee development: selection, promotion, reward, deploying skills, and training employees. They create a more objective way of assessing employee development and determining training plans by referring to a documented standard. They provide a reference for supervisors and employees when they make decisions about how to pursue development. Well-developed and systemically implemented competency models can help organizations achieve effectiveness, leading to a competitive advantage. Now, most objections to competency models usually revolve around how they're designed and used. With that in mind, competency models can be designed against an incorrect set of criteria. The most common failing reported was that of a strong driving personality who shaped the competencies according to their own standards. In some cases, the competency model is just designed to incorporate all of the company's present needs, without looking at a long-term plan to anticipate the direction and prepare employees to meet future needs. One of the most consistent failings is that there is no link between the competency and how an employee would acquire that skill. And usually the intentions are good and there's a holistic organizational plan for using the competency model, but the methodology for developing the model falls short. And then there can be a problem of inconsistent implementation across the enterprise. Now, we invite you to look over the information on our site. Be sure to check out the discussions and contribute to them. We have constructed the framework of a competency model for the PINOT site in the form of a wiki. We invite you to look at it and contribute to its development. We hope you find the information on this site engaging, thought-provoking, and useful.